Hi everyone and welcome to Kim Explains on how the Unga price drop has turned against the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga and the whole Azimio brigade. Yesterday, 18th July 2022, the government announced that the cost of maize flour was going to go down from 230 shillings to 100, more than half down the price. And many Kenyans have reacted to this. A lot of Kenyans are happy that the cost of living is at least going to be affordable. At least the cost of putting food on the table will be a bit down. But on the other hand, if you look at it politically, it has gone against the government and hence against Raila Odinga. According to most Kenyans in various social media, and who I am sure you who is watching this are one of them, they are saying that the government is doing that politically for political reasons just because we are in a campaign period and we are close to the election. Now, the man that is being taken along when you mention the government, people are not thinking about Wajakoya, they are not thinking about Mwaure, and they are not thinking about William Ruto. Obviously, when you mention the government and the project of the government, you are speaking about Raila Odinga. So anything the government is doing to politically gain, it is a gain for Raila Odinga. Anything for a loss, it's a loss for Raila Odinga. In this case, Unga price going down is a loss for Raila Odinga. Kenyans have woken to the sad reality that the government is doing this to sell the agenda Raila Odinga. Why am I saying that? 3 days ago, Raila Odinga was in Nairobi campaigning and he said that the cost of Unga is so high and that the government was going to lower that price. 2 days later, the government announced yesterday na Unga ikashuka bei. And now, instead of Kenyans celebrating, one of the people who have been affected is the common mwananchi and mostly those who are in Unga trade. Now, you have to remember that few days ago, the same price had gone down but with 2 shillings. Na Wakenya wakapiga kelele sana. Now, that did not affect the traders because the shelf price of each packet of Unga was going at the same price that it was before the 2 shillings went down. So that was applies to the traders. But when yesterday they announced that the price was going to drop, the traders had the products on shelves, and that product was acquired at 200 shillings so that it could be sold at around 220 to 230, around there. The profit was just 20 shillings. Now, when you instantly say that the price is going down with 130 shillings, the traders cannot give in to that and they cannot sell at a loss. So for the next 2 weeks, they will sell at a loss. But I don't want to concentrate with those. Let's speak about the users. What are the users saying politically? If you ask many users, the government is doing that just to entice them and to lure them into voting for the government, into seeing like the government has saved them from certain scenarios. But the users who are the common mwananchi, in this case Kenyans, have realized that it is the government that is playing with their mind, and it is the government that is trying to trick them into thinking that the same government that has forced them into the unbearable cost of living, the unbearable cost of Unga, the same government has come and has done what the same government is supposed to do with their own money. It is the taxpayers' money ndio imetumika kulipa hizo government subsidies zenye zimelower that cost. Kenyans have woken up to the reality that it is their own money that has been used to lower that cost, and that has nothing to do with campaign. According to the government, it was just a campaign strategy. Mkienda kukaribia Raila aongee aseme kwamba Unga itashuka, alafu after some time mshukishe ionekane ni kama Raila ndiye amecommand serikali ikashukisha bei. But that is flopping against the former prime minister. Na watu wanaangalia wanaona ni kama wanashindwa, kwa nini serikali ilikuwa inatuacha tuteseke ati ndio itumie unga kama campaign, yeti unga ndio kila mtu anategemea, uwe maskini ama uwe tajiri, unga lazima nyumbani. So the government was torturing you stomachally, I mean using the stomach so that it could trick you into voting for its project Raila Odinga. I don't know whether this point is being driven home. I don't know whether you are getting this point. But generally, this has gone against the government. There's nothing that has changed, even if a poll was done today by the so-paid Tifa ama Mizani. The so-paid, the so-azimionated pollsters. Nothing has changed. In fact, a lot has gone to the opponent William Ruto, because it is the people of William Ruto and William Ruto himself ndio wamekuwa wakilia kwamba serikali imeweka unga juu, wako na power za kuteremsha lakini hawezi teremsha kwa sababu wanatafuta pesa za campaign. Sasa pesa za campaign zimetosha. You are trying to prove William Ruto's point that mulikuwa mnatafuta pesa za campaign and that you had the ability to lower the cost. Hiyo ni mbaya, hiyo ni mbaya. If anything, Raila has lost instead of gaining. The government has lost instead of gaining. You have not achieved the main objective that you wanted when you are lowering that cost. But it is good. Si pesa ni zetu. Ilikuwa pesa za wananchi. Si ati ni Raila ameenda akatoa kwa mfuko yake ama Azimio mkachangana mkapeleka kwa hizo kampuni za unga. No, it is the taxpayers money ndio mmetumia kulipa hizo unga. Nevertheless, I still remind you that was intended to do the same thing I'm telling you. Uhuru is campaigning for Ruto and is doing things deliberately so that the name of Raila Odinga can look dirty and can look like it's not good. In the long run, jina ya William Ruto inaendelea kutengenezwa. I don't know whether you can see this. And if you can't see, I'm sorry, you have to watch all my videos, both on TikTok and on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, ebu subscribe. Click that subscribe button yenye iko hapo in red so that you could get updates. But all in all, we all have to agree that price drop ya unga mwenye kama kuna mtu amefight akaforce serikali kutake action, it is William Ruto, not Raila Odinga. And if there is anything Raila Odinga has done is to advise the government to increase the cost so that when the election is near, he could speak about it. Then almost at the same moment, why increase the cost so that Raila looks like ni kama yeye ndiye amecommand serikali ifanye hivyo. Ni kubaya. I remind you, Raila is not a person to go for. Atawatesa alafu analeta solution mwisho munaona ni kama yeye ndiye amewaokoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kim and that is my take.